Welcome back to Friday Night Football here on TexanLive.com. The Pearland Dawson Eagles have the football now, and Zach Smith trying to go long, trying to hit Savion Johnson on a wide receiver Z route. We'll call it the wheel route.
That's exactly what it was. That was a wheel route. Great job, Nick. I thought you was a baseball guy, man.
I am a baseball guy.
But you're a football guy, too, huh? That's why you're doing what you're doing, huh?
That's right.
Hey, but that was a great call. That was a wheel route by Savion Johnson. Just trying to leak him out of the backfield for a nice lob pass. Just didn't connect.
That's what 6 years of calling plays on Madden will do for you.
there you go.
3-4 receiver set here for the Eagles as they go from left to right of your computer screen. Here comes Braylon Mouton with the wide receiver screen as he catches a pass, getting across the 40-yard line. Now inside the 40, he's brought out of bounds around the 37-yard line. A first down and a whole lot more there for the Dawson Eagles. We'll call it 1st and 10 from inside the 40 around the 38-yard line.
Well, nice job by Braylon Mouton. He's a nifty guy, with quick, nimble feet, and he actually, is a guy you just want to get the ball to, and hopefully he can make some players miss, which he did on that play.
Zach Smith still under center for the Eagles. Lining them up out the shotgun formation, one back in the backfield. Twins down low, single man up top. Who is it? Savion Johnson inside the 20, cutting to the inside, looking for the end zone. He has it. Wow, a 38-yard touchdown run for Savion Johnson.
There he is. Once again, Savion Johnson, man among boys, just doing what he wants to do on the football field. But it was great blocking by the Dawson offensive line. But Savion Johnson, he's just a great back, and he's just showing why he's one of the best backs in the state.
Savion Johnson cut in, cut out, cut in, cut out. He almost took, I keep saying this letter, he almost took a Z route. And there's a kick, almost actually blocked there by the Soho Trojans, but nevertheless, it's good. 42-0 is your score here in Pearland, Texas. We'll be right back. You're listening to Friday Night Football on TexanLive.com.
Hey, it's Bert.
And Jamie. During our summer clearance event, we need to move our 2015s.
And you can count on a big selection.
A team dedicated to treating you better and low prices.
Like new Sierra Cruise discounted $12,400. That's right, folks. That's over 31%. And we have hundreds to choose from. Or a new Acadia for $299 a month.
Thanks for making us one of the fastest growing dealerships in the nation.
Texan Buick GMC, located Highway 59 in Will Clayton. Or shop 24/7. TexanDrive.com.
We treat you better.
Live is your new home for Houston High School sports. 3 games on tap tomorrow. Bright and early with an 11 o'clock kick at Cinco Ranch, facing Strake Jesuits. Then a pair of 6 p.m. games as New Caney takes on Dayton, and Morton Ranch squares off against Katy Taylor. Dayton always look tough out there on I-10, a little up Crosby area, Dayton, and Liberty area.
Mm-hmm.
Dayton always look tough out there. As we see
Tough
South
squad.
Houston try to bring it back inside to get to about the 15. Dayton is usually a little tough out there, and that might be a good one as you saw New Caney last week going over in there in Dayton as well.
Hey, well, New Caney, playing Crosby last week, New Caney, both of those ball teams have some great athletes, and that was a great game. That was a great competitive game. It went into overtime, and each team, was mano-a-mano, going back and forth, who's going to do this and who's going to do that. And players were just making plays all over the field the entire night, up until the final buzzer. But going back to Savion Johnson, I knew the guy was good, but I didn't know he was this good. I need to make a call to Ohio State and see if I can get him in the Buckeye uniform next year, man. I need to see him. I need to see if I can get him with my Buckeyes next year, man. Because
you sure you don't want Michigan to get him, man?
No, he needs to be right there in Columbus with those Buckeyes, man.
Buckeyes looking good this year.
Yeah, well, we have an off week this week.
That's
and
right.
Hopefully we can come out and we have JT Barrett at the helm now, so I think JT is going to bring us on home.
They've got 3 quarterbacks up there you can put at the helm.
3.
That's
but,
right.
We need to catch that chemistry. We need to get rolling here.
Here comes a quick handoff pitch to Josh Williams going up the outside. Enough for the first down there for the South Houston Trojans. Try to get a little something going with the running game. Josh Williams, probably their best option back there in the backfield. He's a big back, plays both ways, also a linebacker as well. He's been powering over defenders when he gets the football.
Well, look at his legs. He has legs like Earl Campbell. I mean, I've been watching this guy. He's thick in the lower body, and he's very tough to bring down if you hit him low.
1st and 10 here for the Soho Trojans. They're going to line up right into the offensive set formation. Here comes the pitch again, coming to your near side to the 30, inside the 30-yard line, or up to past the 30-yard line, rather. It's going to be getting up with the football, number 9. That's Davion Williams, the sophomore from South Houston High School. 2nd and 10.
Well, that's what you want to do now. You want to get all your players, you know, a lot of the young guys, you want to get them some game experience. You know, you want to get them some touches. You want to get them get them in a feel for how these games are going to be. You know, even though the game is out of reach, you really want to try to now just build for the future.
Triple back formation here for the South Houston Trojans. Here comes the play action. Romero looking for a pass, has a man. Yes! Completion inside the 50, down the 40, to the 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Trojans!
Great job of breaking some tackles, and great job of darting and dashing to that end zone. Showed some really nice wheels, some really nice jets on that play. So great job to get into the end zone, getting on the scoreboard. That's a way to come out in this fourth quarter and establish yourself as a team that's just not going to quit. You're going to keep fighting. You're going to keep pushing, you know, and let the opponent know that you're a team to be reckoned with for the future and actually for the remainder of this game.
A 69-yard touchdown catch by Davion Williams makes this score 42-6. Looking for an extra point here, the South Houston Trojans. The extra point is up, and the extra point is good. South Houston hangs in the game with a point on the scoreboard. They've got 7 of them, but they still trail by 35. We'll make it 42-7. We'll be right back. You're listening to Friday Night Football here on TexanLive.com. A 69-yard touchdown catch by Davion Williams gives the South Houston Trojans some points on the scoreboard. Their first points on the scoreboard, Greg. It was interesting.
Well, great job of being resilient and showing your fight as a football team. Great job by Coach Lane to keep these guys heads in the game and finally getting on the scoreboard. You know, like I said, work on that passing game as well. I mean, because now you build some confidence in a young team, you know, and they feel like, hey, you know, we had one 69-yard touchdown. We can do it again. So this is something that definitely bodes well for them.
9 minutes and 46 seconds left to go here in this contest, and the Eagles lead at 42-7. South Houston Trojans kicking off from right to left on your computer screen.
Now let's see if the South Houston defense can step up to the plate and keep Dawson out the end zone for the remainder of the game and really finish on a high note.
What a move there by the Dawson Eagles own. Excuse me, that was number 28 there. Excuse me. Deontay Williams.
Well, it looks like the South Houston, I was trying to see, I think that's number 19, I think it is. I can't see number 19. I can't, but it looked like he just overran the play. I mean, that was great pursuit.
I turned 32 years old. I finally turned 32, man, and my vision isn't the same as it used to be, man.
Hey, man, you got to eat your carrots. You got to eat your carrots, Nick. But, you know, I mean, it is kind of tough in this.
I may have to go find that LASIK surgery, man.
But I'll bring some binoculars next time. I think I might need them myself.
3 receivers set, and here comes the Dawson Eagles. On the run is Darius Smith. Darius Smith trying to go coast to coast as he stopped just shy of the 50-yard line here for the Dawson Eagles. About a 22-yard rushing About a 23-yard rush there by the Eagles.
I think they've probably taken Savion Johnson out of the game.
Yeah, I see him on the sideline.
Yeah,
He's on one knee with his
you
helmet
don't let
off.
him rest now. You don't want to take a chance of getting him injured.
Yeah, they're gonna let the sophomore run. Darius Smith he's racking up yardage as well as he gets into South Houston territory across the 45-yard line, inside the 35-yard line there.
Hey, Darius Smith say, "Hey, I like to eat too. Let me eat, coach."
Darius Smith and Savion Johnson. I like to see these kids for one more year on the same football team.
Oh yeah. I think Savion Johnson is a senior. If I'm not
He's
mistaken.
a senior. Darius Smith is a sophomore. Two backs in the backfield, shotgun formation, and one more time does Darius Smith get the football as he's coming to your near side inside the 20-yard line. Another first down for him as he's breaking this defense down in his own right.
Actually, I think that's
Actually,
Jacoby
that was number
Carr.
15, Jacoby Carr, yes.
And Jacoby Carr showed a great deal of elusivity himself right there. Great job of running the football.
Will we see Mario Herrera get into this ball game tonight on defense?
We got to see Mario, Nick.
I see Mario on the sideline, and he's close to coach.
We have to see Mario get into this game.
Zach Smith looks right, has a receiver, has one, catches the football. Number 21, that's Christian Green with the catch. And enough for, did he get the first down? No, not the first down. He's only about 5 yards in. I'm looking at the wrong stick there. Make it second and about 5 coming up here for the Dawson Eagles.
We want Mario. We want Mario. We want Mario.
He said people spent a lot of time with him today writing his article. Here comes the pass again to the near side.
Oh,
and another
nice.
pass is caught. Caught by number 5, James Lau. On that reception.
Well, he drilled that pass. That was a nice 5-yard turnaround. And great pass by Zach Smith. Nice velocity on the football. And great job of plucking that ball out of the air with the hands.
3 receivers set, shotgun formation, 2 backs in the backfield. Zach Smith still in the center. Zach Smith with the handoff. Right up the gut, number 15, Jacoby Carr. Did he get inside the end zone? Yes, he did. Touchdown, Eagles. A 7-yard touchdown run by Jacoby Carr.
Great job of being patient, reading his blocks. Great job by the offensive line to open up those holes for him. But that was a great job by a young running back. He showed great patience on that play, really setting up his blockers very well, and then darting to the end zone.
Extra point coming up here for the Dawson Eagles. And with 7 minutes and 54 seconds left to go into this in this contest, the Dawson Eagles look to make it 49. And they do. 49-7 your score. The Dawson Eagles lead it by 42. We'll be right back. You're watching and listening to Friday Night Football on TexanLive.com.
Hey, it's Bert.
And Jamie. During our summer clearance event, we need to move our 2015s.
And you can count on a big selection.
A team dedicated to treating you better and low prices.
Like new Sierra Cruise discounted $12,400. That's right, folks. That's over 31%. And we have hundreds to choose from. Or a new Acadia for $299 a month.
Thanks for making us one of the fastest growing dealerships in the nation.
Texan Buick GMC, located Highway 59 in Will Clayton. Or shop 24/7, TexanDrive.com. We treat you better.
Oh, yeah.
7:54 left to go here in this contest, and the score is 49-7 in favor of the Dawson Eagles. A 7-yard touchdown run there by Jacoby Carr as he gets into the touchdown column for the night.
Yeah, that's a great job by Jacoby Carr. Great job by some of those backups on Dawson's offensive side of the ball on that last drive, getting some great experience and actually being productive in the process.
The South Houston Trojans bring it all the way back to around the 33-yard line, their own 33, as they're going to get the football there as they have to drive about 67 yards to get inside the end zone this time.
Well, they scored last drive, and Dawson came back and answered. Now, let's see if South Houston can come back and answer. Let's see if they can continue to keep their foot on the gas and just stay strong and keep fighting in this ball game.
South Houston Trojans working out the gun. Here comes the wide receiver pass, flea flicker, and no. Actually, wide receiver pass. A wide receiver reverse pass and a flag on a play, as it may go against the Dawson Eagles.
Well, it looks like the receiver lost track of the football, but I think he got bailed out by a Dawson defensive player. But that's the guy that I've been calling for all night for them to try to take a shot at. I don't know why they waited to 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter to go his way, but hey, though better late than never.
And it will go against the Dawson Eagles, a first down here for the South Houston Trojans. 1st and 10.
And
A 15-yard penalty for the Trojans.
And Richard Jackson showed good speed on that play. Really got behind the defenders. Probably caught Dawson sleeping a little bit, but I watched him early in the game. I could tell he had some pretty good speed. He probably just should have utilized him a little bit more.
3 receivers set, twins down low, single man up top. Here comes a flag and a false start there for South Houston, and that's going to push him back 5 yards.
I think now you have some new players in the game. You have maybe some younger players who haven't had a chance to play a lot this game, and I think they're kind of antsy and kind of just anxious to make something happen. In turn, jumping off sides and having some false starts. They just have to settle down and gain their composure, but they're doing fine.
Make it 1st and 15 from their own 43. Romero gets it to Williams. Williams up the gut, breaking a couple of tackles as he stops shy of the original line of scrimmage. Make it 2nd and about 11.
Now, 2nd and 11 normally would be definitely a passing down, especially down 49-7. Let's see if they'll elect to use Johnson as a passing quarterback, or if they're going to try to use his legs and see if they could churn out some yardage on the ground.
3 backs in the backfield. Here comes the pitch. And right back up the gut to the left side, near side of your computer screen. Corey Hubbard getting up off the ground. Check that. Davion Williams getting up off the ground there for the Trojans.
Well, they're just trying to go over that left side, go over the left tackle. Just see if the left tackle can open up that hole for him, and he did, but it just closed quickly by that Dawson defensive front.
Romero pitches outside. Back to Williams. Williams dancing. Grabbing some yardage just shy of the first down. Make it 4th and about maybe 3 here for the Trojans. And do you go for it if you're head coach, Coach Lane?
Yes. 49-7, 6 minutes left. You're on their side of the field. You're on Dawson's side of the field. You definitely go for it at the 44.5-yard line. If you don't pick up the first down, I would definitely. Is it okay? It's 4th and 2 right now, like you say. So, yeah, they have to go for it here.
4th and 2, and the Trojans are going to go for it. Here comes the handoff. Right up the gut, and no. Trojans did not get the first down.
Well, they were just trying to they were trying to use their strength against Dawson's strength, and they probably could have been. I know it's easy to say since the play's over, but they probably could have tried something since they've been running inside the whole game. They probably could have tried some kind of outside, just try to get around the corner and see if you can get around the edge for 2 yards. But at the same time, you can't fault them for trying to power their way for 2 yards.
1st and 10 for the Eagles. They'll start at their own 44-yard line, just south of 6 minutes left to go here in this contest. Eagles lead 49-7, live from the rig in Pearland, Texas. 3 receivers set, 2 backs in the backfield. Here comes the handoff for the Eagles, and a spin move is stopped by the defensive line of the South Houston Trojans. With the run there was number 26, Willis Lane, for the Dawson Eagles, and he gets a couple of yards. We'll call it 2nd and about 8.
Nice shifty run.
Here comes another run there. And almost to the 50-yard line. Or he did get across the 50, or no, he didn't. Just shy of the 50-yard line of the Eagles. 3rd down coming up here.
Well, one thing about Lane, he definitely has some quicks. He really didn't go anywhere on that play, but he's showing some nice shiftiness and some quick feet. I would love to see more of him in the near future.
The Dawson Eagles have scored more points in the second half than they've scored in the first, Greg.
Yeah, I mean Dawson. I think they found their groove, and this game started out kind of sloppy for them. They've still had a number of penalties. I mean, this game really could have been even worse, but just their overall superior talent and their playmaking ability has just really just weighed on South Houston. South Houston has shown some great toughness, some great resiliency, and they're really fighting their way through.
3 receivers set. 2 backs in the backfield. Maybe a false start. There it is. False start in the backfield, number 15, Jacoby Carr. Fans, make sure to log on to TexanLive.com each and every week to vote for the Cavendish Player of the Week. Then tune in every Friday night into the Houston High School Football Wrap-Up Show presented by Texan Drive to see who Courtney Madden showcases as the Cavendish Player of the Week on Fox Sports Southwest. Courtney Madden.
Oh yeah. Hey, and Dawson, let's see what kind of focus Dawson has. Let's see if they're content with just that was a great break on that football by that defensive back. Great job. Great job keeping your head in the game, not falling asleep. Even though it's a quick pass, that's a great job of staying in the game. He almost picked that pass and took it the other way.
4:42 left to go as Drake Rayner, now the quarterback for the Dawson Eagles, who's also a wide receiver.
Dawson putting out all the stops, huh?
Rayner. And maybe a botched play in the backfield.
Well, I think the running back actually tripped over Rayner's feet. Once he received the handoff, I think their feet got tangled up, and that's why he fell for a loss.
I'm still looking for Mario Herrera.
I'm looking for Mario too, man. Come on, coach.
And, okay, there we go. Not sure what's going on there, but a lot of waiting. And they're just letting some clock run off as Rayner puts it right back into the hands of Jacoby Carr to the outside. Now cutting back to the inside. Here we go. We may have some action here. To the end zone. Yes.
Hey, that was just strictly speed. I mean, he took that handoff and he went from one side of the field to the other, and he just completely just outran the defense. That was just strictly, hey, I'm faster than you. That was a scamper for the ages right there. Just juking and dodging and leaving defenders where they are, and just a great job by the running back. That was a great dart and dash.
Extra point is up, and the extra point is good. Make the score 56-7 as the Dawson Eagles are routing the South Houston Trojans.
At Panera, we decided a long time ago to avoid the easy road and switch to antibiotic-free chicken. That decision set a lot of things in motion. So now it's not just chickens raised this way. It's more ingredients you can trust. Which has taught us a lesson. Sometimes what you think is the harder road turns out to be the only one worth being on. Panera Bread. Live consciously. Eat deliciously.
56-7 your score here live from the rig. A lot of action in this one.
A lot of action. Like I say, man, Dawson is really putting their athletic ability and their dynamic and electrifying playmaking on display. And that last possession was just another indication of that with a great very electrifying run by the running back. He just simply outran South Houston's defense, just outran the defensive backs. He showed some great speed, some great downfield, deep threat speed.
Here we go. Dawson Eagles leading this one with 3:50 left to go in the contest. 9:30 on the dot here in Houston, Texas. Make sure you remember to set your clocks back tomorrow night.
Thanks for that reminder.
maybe an extra hour for all the trick-or-treaters out there.
Right on, right on.
If you're into that type of stuff.
Yeah, I could use me a few Snickers, you know.
Some Three Musketeers.
I could use some Three Musketeers,
Some
couple
nerds.
Reese's Pieces.
You know, they say if you go into the certain neighborhoods, sometimes you get some green candy, the candy that you don't eat.
Oh, yeah. Hey, got to be careful.
They may say you might get a George Washington or two, or Abraham Lincoln every once in a while in those neighborhoods.
Or Abe Lincoln, huh?
Or
what about a Bill Clinton or a Jimmy Carter?
Yeah, some of these, man. So I've seen some good trick or treating gifts out here, hanging out with the kids lately, man. I'm really into it.
Right. Okay.
Here comes the handoff from the South Houston Trojans, and right up the gut. Keeping the clock going here with 3:40 left to go here in the contest.
So it looks like the Mets were they were leading 4-3 at some point, were they?
Yeah, at some point in time. Not sure the score now.
So hey, it will be, even though I'm not a Mets fan, still mad at the Mets for whooping up on my Nationals all year.
We'll make it 6-3 in favor of the Mets. Bottom of the 6 here.
Hey, well, shoot, to be honest with you, I'm mad at the Nationals for getting whooped up on like that.
I thought the Nationals should have been there this year.
That was a very putrid season, other than my boy Bryce Harper, who should
And
be.
you guys actually got a no-hitter this year, if I'm not mistaken.
Who was that?
The Nationals got a no-hitter this year.
Yeah, but I mean, a no-hitter, but no playoffs. I mean, my boy Bryce Harper, who's more than likely going to be the MVP, but no playoffs because he didn't have any help. It was a very off-balance season.
51-37, Houston Rockets trailing the Golden State Warriors.
Houston,
Steph
hey,
Curry in town tonight.
Hey, I
Well, it
think
would have been a
Steph.
good one to go see.
Yes, it would have. And I think Steph has been hearing too much of that James Harden should have been MVP talk.
Oh, boy.
And
Oh,
Steph
boy.
has come out on a mission.
Here comes Josh Williams trying to make a move to the outside across the 50-yard line. Here come the South Houston Trojans stepping into Pearland, Texas, with 2 minutes and 27 seconds left to go into this contest.
Well, that was a great job by the running back, following his blocking, which is some good blocking. That was a great job by him of really shooting through that hole and keeping those legs moving and making a good run out of that.
2 minutes and 14 seconds left to go. 1st and 10 here for the South Houston Trojans. And they're trying to finish it on out here at the rig, and stop there in the backfield again is Joshua Williams.
Okay, likewise.
All right. The
Dawson.
one thing I know when I come to the rig, you can always catch some scouts here, man. Some other teams are always, getting some scouting done.
No doubt, because usually when you come to the rig, you're either going to have Pearland or Pearland Dawson.
And you definitely want to
So
scout
you
those
definitely
teams.
want to scout those teams. Hey, it's
Whether
a
it's
lot of
playoffs,
talent.
whether it's scrimmaging,
Exactly.
a
Yes,
spring
sir.
game or whatever, you want to be around here.
You want to be around
Yeah.
because you really, really want to see some of that dynamic talent and really know what to look for.
And they've got it all out here. I've seen 2 weeks of football here in the rig. My first 2 times ever out here in the rig, and I've seen some good ones. Here goes that Powell, pushing and a pushing. And as it finally stopped at around the 45-yard line.
South Houston is just content with just finishing this football game, just pounding the football, just trying to continue to press forward. You don't want to end this game going backwards. So just see something positive happening, moving forward, even though Dawson is trying to stop the run. You just want to, positive yardage, end on a positive note.
3 backs in the backfield here for the Trojans. Here comes the handoff. And Corey Hubbard takes it across the 40-yard line.
But I think I would still have to take a shot right here.
You might get one, huh?
Yeah. Hey,
4th down, why not?
Why not, man? I mean, you have the receiver number 2, Richard Jackson, who they tried to pass to a minute ago. They tried a nice deep route, and it was actually overthrown. It was a misthrow by the quarterback, and why not just take a shot, man?
Why not
just
put
air it
Mario
out.
Herrera in the game?
Why not put Herrera in the game? Let Herrera run him a nice curl route
There it is.
or a nice screen route out of the
Let him
backfield.
get the ball one time. Play action. Romero going across, looking for Hubbard. Pass is incomplete. And that'll do it here from the rig. 56-7 your score. Greg, your thoughts on tonight's game?
Hey, well-played game by Dawson. It wasn't the most beautiful game as far as execution and concentration-wise, I should say. I mean, they had a lot of penalties, but their superior talent just showed and was on display. It was senior night. Once they gathered themselves, gathered their emotions, settled down, they really started to establish themselves at the line of scrimmage. They started pounding the football. They started pounding the rock with Savion Johnson, who showed to be a dynamic, extraordinary player. I could see him playing on the college level. He's a great back. And Zach Smith actually showed and proved why he's one of the best quarterbacks in the district. And Dawson really put their superior talent on display and just outmanned a South Houston team that's young. You know, as we stated, 14 sophomores, very young team, but they played with tremendous effort. And all they have to do is continue to press forward, press ahead. Coach Lane has that group very focused and playing hard, and that's all you can ask for. You know, everything else is going to come with experience. And Dawson, they're going to find themselves in the playoffs, so I'm sure they're going to continue to focus. And, you know, they need to clean up the penalties. They need to clean up some of that discipline as far as penalties and whatnot. But as far as talent level, they have just as much talent as anyone I've seen.
That'll do it here for Greg Beatty. I'm Nick Strong, hanging out at the rig. Thanks for following TexanLive.com. Stay with us. Playoffs just 2 weeks away. On the road to Houston for the state championships in NRG Stadium. Click the following link, TexanLive.com. Then follow your team on the road to the state championship at the home for Houston High School Sports, TexanLive.com. 56-7 your score. The Dawson Eagles defeat the Trojans of South Houston High School. Fans, see you next week. We're gone from the rig. Peace.
Hey, it's Bert.
And Jamie. During our summer clearance event, we need to move our 2015s.
And you can count on a big selection.
A team dedicated to treating you better and low prices.
Like new Sierra Cruise discounted $12,400. That's right, folks. That's over 31%. And we have hundreds to choose from. Or a new Acadia for $299 a month.
Thanks for making us one of the fastest growing dealerships in the nation.
Texan Buick GMC, located Highway 59 in Will Clayton. Or shop 24/7. TexanDrive.com. We treat you better.